be a kill. Looks like it won't. It's going to be forced back. Oh, he's so on mana, and mid one will just rotate and zap him down.
Bug zapper.
Yep, did not quite have enough mana.
And look at Yasuo too. Just get 6 now. Like, you can't come back here, right? As this Weaver. At least once he gets some HP and some rolling, it's going to be very difficult to deal with this Rubik versus Kikuchi.
Feels very good to have Kikuchi as your kit with Rubik. Fade does just turn level 6 here, so Rasta wards will be available. Ogre cancels his TP. That'll be the end of it.
Okay, they even bring a sentry here for like any wraparound plays.
The Metamorphosis used by Nisha. Seems secret when to take this tower objective and open up this dire jungle.
Scanning too, like they're kind of wondering, like, where are they? Are they not contesting this? Because this looks pretty free at the moment.
Yep.
TV, Prophet, Catapult as well. I kind of agree with VICI in the sense that there's no way.
I don't
they even check with the Zeus ult, because I think they're in a little bit of disbelief right now.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I don't think VICI are in a position to really mount a defense. Sure, you could use the Rasta wards for that, but I think in some ways you really want to use those for a more aggressive objective. Mid one also going to luck his way into a D ward there as he heads across the river.
Now the question becomes, where do you go for secret? Do you just want to like force all the rotation stop? It looks like it's going to be coming up here anyway. Even though committing to the tier 2, they still bring up the Drow, the Ogres here, the TA. It's only Yang and the dead part of the map pushing away.
They will smoke up. Ori is very close to his Blink Dagger, so timing where he does not want to die. Zai might be the one that gets initiated on. Ignite flies out first. Paparazzi trying to close the gap. Will connect with some crossed arrows, and Zai with the Sprout TP.
Stun?
It'll be successful.
Stun?
Ogre, where were you, pal? He had a Fire Blast. Well, Zai gets a freebie that time. And he's going to head right back down bottom. He says, hey there, Yang, I see you don't have any tangos. That'll be a forced time lapse right into Puppy, who was ready and waiting. He misses the dunk, but they still get the kill, and it goes the way of Puppy.
So they had no way to get vision inside the Sprout, I guess, right? I thought, like, that's where you drop the ward, right? That's one of those plays,
I guess
always
so,
feel like, but
yeah.
I think he was just too body blocked by the tree and stayed close enough to ward and then done, so he just didn't opt for it.
Yeah, that's one of those. From our perspective, it looks so obvious, but
I mean, you're at a
fog of war
too, though, so I don't know. Something went down there. Yeah, we'll let the replays handle that one.
Mid lane, Ori gets pulled back, manages to get off the refraction. That mitigates some damage, but Puppy and Zai in the back line. The Courier gets finished off by Zai, and now they find the Shadow Shaman under the tower. He manages to get to wards now, but he will go down. Zai falls to the right clicks of Paparazzi. Now Puppy trying to TP, and he makes it just in the nick of time.
Okay, somewhat of a defense there. I mean, you lose your Courier, but that's okay. It is still going to go your way in terms of the overall gold, simply because you're so far behind.
But Rasta wards used defensively, and not ideal. However, I think it was worth it. They will get this tower. Nice deny from Yapzor.
Man, this guy.
Secret, just getting everything they want out of this.
First, 2 heroes silence.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, he gets the ward down, but
this looks pretty good for VICI.
They grab this, gonna dive the tower. Mid one taking a lot of damage, but Ori can't commit past it.
Rubik has the bugs too.
DY, he's gonna be the one that gets left behind. Their poor level 5 Ogre. He does have some stick charges here. Hellbear Smasher's not gonna help him out, and Puppy will drop the decapitation. 5K net worth lead here, Trent, at about 14 minutes.
And they just dropped that ward too from the Ogre and just got instantly dewarded.
Dewarded immediately.
Well, that felt like a lot to give up for a tier 1 mid.
Yes.
But I can understand the thoughts on the dive there, so they really want to make use of this Blink Dagger from Ori.
What's Zai working on here? Just going to be a Crimson Guard?
Zai. Yeah, seems that way.
Okay.
I mean, it's physical damage, Drow strat.
Yeah.
Your Axe doesn't want to build it because he wants to blink eventually. He's going to go for the Puppy classic Buckler.
They pull Ori back, the bugs get deployed again, no follow-up. Yeah, it's an atypical item on the Nature's Prophet, but absolutely incredible against this VICI lineup, and if your Axe is going to be able to farm it, who else is there to buy it, really? Certainly not going to be your Zeus. Bait up top, he'll cheat you home.
Yeah, Puppy loves Buckler. And this guy just can't get enough of it. I was kind of half joking when I saw him chainmail. It's like maybe he's feeling really greedy and getting a blade mail, but nah, he's good. Again, it's a Drow strat. It's all physical based. The highest magic damage they have is coming from an Ogre who's going to be very underleveled the whole game.
I guess Ether Shock, that's like their only other magic.
And it's just like, Stolen Refractions here from Yapzor.
He's going to get pulled back. This combo. Puppy does get silenced, but they'll go ahead and use the Thunder God's Wrath. Limited options for Paparazzi here as he gets finished off. It ends up being a double kill for mid one as Yang also ends up with the win.
Just another Yapzor Rubik game. the other core for Secret already has his Yules roaming across this map. He has the extra Windlace too.
He really is.
Classic
He's
build.
The same net worth as the Weaver right now. He truly has turned into a core Rubik. They've got 2 3s and a 6.
Yeah. It's just a way that Zai feels comfortable playing. I mean, this guy's like level 9 with his axe. That's also an over support, you know?
It's the Absol with the stolen silence, drops it onto the TA, though she does manage to blink out. DY, he'll be one left behind. Yule's Scepter right into the Sprout. Poor Ogre. This poor Ogre.
He can't even get off the fire blast because Yapsor uses Meld. How disappointing.
Yeah. Desolator going to be up next for the TA. 1 Mithril Hammer to go. Certainly an item that VICI can try to fight around. Drow now looking for a Shadow Blade. She has picked up her Dragonlance. But the big breadwinner is, of course, this Terror Blade. Nisha already with a Manta at 16 minutes, 8,200 net worth. He is having an amazing game.
I don't know how they kill him.
He has 160 CS in 16 minutes. That's going to be a free tower. No glyph. Down she goes.
This is actually such a good Manta game. Like, between the silence of the Drow Ranger and just dodging out, like, Melt Specs or something. Uh-oh.
Parachi, he could be in some trouble here. DY gets destroyed. They just kind of walk into Nisha. Now Zai, he teleports into the background. Now the TA, counter-initiating. Zai will try to TP out. It's going to be close and he won't make it.
Oh, stolen snakes.
As Fade also gets broke down.
Wait, where did he snake?
He must top.
He killed the tower. Okay, I was going to say, during all of that. But that's rough, though, to then give it right back. Yeah, that's all Yapsor steal. They could Roche, I think, with that. That's probably how I'd want to play it.
And he could, if he uses it really soon, you could potentially get double snakes off, though I don't know if he'll hold it for that long.
Yeah, I think everyone's just a little low on resources to go for it. And, I mean, they can go for a tier 2 or for the Roche. Either one's fine.
Could also hang on to it, stack the Ancients, and use it as a farming tool. Looks like Terror Blade is just going to kill the Ancients. Yeah. So that...
Oh my god, Yapsor just blink now too. Blink 17.5 minutes.
Yeah, he has now surpassed the farm of the Drow Ranger and the Weaver.
So. I mean, it's just crazy. It's not just the goal, but like these levels too, right? Both supports are level 11 right now for the Radiant.
And the Dire, it's a level 6 Ogre and a level 10 Rasta. Level 6 Ogre, and he's 4 levels behind the Ogre Life. This is beyond the Ogre Life, Trent.
Paparazzi's alone while they're gonna find Puppy in the jungle, so at least they get something going their way, but
yep,
Paparazzi is able to survive. So
Secret,
there you go.
Pretty okay with that, though. Of all their heroes to intercept a gank like that, Puppy circles it. Make sure everybody knows the jungle has been invaded.
This is where I die.
Zeus looking for his Aghanim Scepter, following his Yules. Scepter boys.
No real rush here for Team Secret.
Yeah.
Where do you really have to go, right?
Well, maybe a Roshan. I think a little vacation into the pit could definitely be warranted.
I think the only concern about Roche would be snakes. That's a good pickoff, though.
Zai, he's just going to TP home. No way to get into the Sprout. Oh, there it is. Fade. They cut it down in time. How did they cut that tree? Oh, there's a Quelling Blade on the Shadow Shot.
I don't think he got there in time, though. I'm pretty sure he just, the tree's faded and he got the Hex off. He's just spamming Hex.
No, he cut one of the trees.
Oh.
The tree disappeared.
I got you.
Single Quelling Blade with his, and then he
Aether lens. Well, that's what I was wondering, because I was like, he was definitely not close to have a Quelling Blade, but I was like, oh yeah, Aether.
If you back over it, you see how far he can chop with that axe. It's pretty impressive.
But yeah, there's the stolen snakes. There's Roche. No real chance of fighting this. They don't have like Roshan combat heroes for V do this. Sure, they could take Roche themselves. Theoretically, had they been leading, that would be great.
Absolutely.
The only thing they could feasibly have would be snakes. Maybe to jump in the pit to fight the enemy team.
And obviously, TA, great in terms of controlling Roshan, but I think you're absolutely right. There's no way to really contest once Secret are already committed to the pit. See a rotation down bottom. DY will be left behind again. Sprout the telekinesis. The big boy is looking like he'll go down. Meanwhile, up top, TA and Terrorblade, looks like they'll just part ways.
Nisha's holding this high ground against the Drow.
He bumps into Paparazzi. I think this could be rough for Nisha. Maybe a Sunder could go off here. There it is. Ori gets brought down to about 15% HP, and that'll be a Zeus ult to finish him off. Now the rotation's inbound. Fade very low on the back line. They'll use the dust. to pursue. Bounty Rune does go the way of VICI, a small pick-me-up, but Zeus doing a lot of damage from the low ground. Fade goes down first. Paparazzi next.
Perhaps.
Yeah, it's a bloodbath.
They're done.
It's a triple kill for Nietzsche.
I mean, that just looked like a lack of communication or something. This TA just runs face first into a TV. It just, things happen.
It's a little awkward. Yeah.
I assume TA thought that the Shaman was either saying like, I have Hex, I'm close, I Hex, or something, but
I mean, it was a good silence from the Drow.
Yeah, but the silence was over.
I know, there was like a little window where if TA was closer, it would have made sense, but it was just not choreographed properly. Now Secret will be able to continue tightening their grasp on this game. They force out the glyph on the tier 2. And they'll continue to siege. Metamorphosis up in 35. Of course, still the Aegis of the Immortal in the hands of the Terrorblade.
There's still some time here. Ori just needs one of these crazy fights. The Death on the blink, but he knows he's been scouted out because he gets hit by the Nature Prophet ult.
They're going to try to take this fight. Now the initiation forward. They bring down the Ogre straight away. Snakes do come down from the Rasta. Yapzor in the back line gets finished off by Yang, but mid one trying to do some return damage to maybe find a kill. Nisha with another great Sunder onto Yang. That'll bring the Weaver down low. Mid one misses the zap, but they finish him off nonetheless. Now Axe in some trouble, getting locked down by the shackles as Ori lays in, and Paparazzi actually doing a lot from the low ground. Will finish off Zai. Secret will start to clean this up.
Spotted on the high ground from the Zeus.
Still a 3 for 3. All things considered, not bad for VICI. I think it was actually a 3 for 4. The Ogres respawn. Can they get more though? Nisha is continuing the assault with the Aegis. No more Sunder, but Paparazzi stuck next to the Shrine with Sprout from Zai. It'll be an ultra kill from Nisha. A full 5-man wipe. Well, searching for that silver lining for VICI, but I'm really having trouble finding it.
I really think they had to take that fight, honestly. I do think it was the correct choice.
For sure.
They played around the Snakes pretty well, but like Yang dove a little bit too deep getting the kill on the Rubik, and then he just gets sundered and dies. So that ended up being one of the issues.
Paparazzi actually did a lot of damage.
He did. He had a good fight.
His item, but he's trying to get that Aghanim Scepter. His item's a little bit all over the place right now.
I think he knows that's like the only way they like keep this game.
Might have tried to buy out before dying.
We're probably gonna get at least one lane of Rax lost here soon, guys. I gotta be the Tesla Drow. Yeah, there's your replay there. Like, I like this, right? They're standing up, they're like, okay, guys, pretty good spot. We know where they all are. There's some sentries down in our favor. We have to try and take this fight. So they try and target on Yapzor first, but that Crimson Guard's already doing tons of work. Unusual for an Aegis Prophet, sure, but great in this game. And then you see Yang in the back. Like, look, they actually have that control there on Nisha. It looks good, and then boom. Yang, right after the time lapse, gets sundered, and it's like, oh, well, what can you do?
I think Fade also played this fight really well on the roster.
He did.
He got a lot of full duration shackles off, and that's what sets up this kill on Puppy.
He kind of put himself in between Ori and Paparazzi. Like, he's two big damage dealers, and he's just hoping to get some control through hexes and shackles, but clearly not enough in the end there. It's a little bit too far behind.
It was a little bit of a heartbreaker for Ori as well. He had a good idea to try to escape on that little ledge, but of course the vision was there. Now up top, Ori will be wrapped around off Hex from Fade. He gets down the roster board, but he gets Yule straight away. Yapzor for Paparazzi as Niche finds a kill on the other side. Ori finally gets brought down by the Thunder God's Wrath, and now Fade on the run will have nowhere to go as Nisha says, hey bud, yeah, I'm coming from your side of the map. 1 for 3.
Weird one. Nisha like ran in Paparazzi in the jungle. Yeah, they kind of just agreed to farm and go their separate ways, but obviously then Nisha came back and killed him during all of that.
This the outer tower are about to be turned to rubble for VICI, I think.
Well, not the way you want your upper bracket series to start. I don't think full VICI game on.
We really hyped this up like one of the more even series we're going to see today, and this is one of the more one-sided games I think you and I have covered so far this event.
I think this is just the nature of what this is a game where you tried to address the strategy, but not like one of these heroes. Like they essentially said, okay, we're gonna give Nisha a Terrorblade game. And now the two lanes are supposedly gonna crush, I guess was the thought.
Seems like it.
They obviously did not.
There is some merit to that idea. Yeah, let's play a different tempo that Terrorblade doesn't really want to match up against, but he comes online so early. I mean, they had the first blood in the first wave spawn.
It's a pretty thin window.
It's a, yeah. BKB from Yang, that'll keep him alive this time. But that's your 10-second BKB charge to basically just walk back to the base. Far from ideal as, again, all 4 bounties go the way of Secret. No surprise at this stage as Well, VICI have pretty limited map control. I don't know if they even have a single ward down on the map right now.
They just keep losing them almost instantly.
Yeah.
Mid one.
Very difficult against the Zeus, and of course Secret with incredible vision right now, very deep in enemy territory, just waiting for these opportunities to hunt. They know VICI have to come out of the base. There's the Zeus ult for some reveal. Find the shadow coming. This will be another freebie from Secret as his team heads back to friendly territory. Nisha walks by Yang, will turn, maybe try to do some damage here, but
I love this build from Puppy too. He knows Yapsor got his really early blink duels, and he's like, yeah, I don't really need blink. Cool. Get a full solo crest. Get a buckler. Help us do Roche if it comes back around the second time, if the game happens to still be going by then. But
I mean, he hasn't had any trouble getting off these Berserkers' calls.
No,
I totally agree with the build.
He has the vision coming in from the Zeus, and then just the reach of the Nature's Prophet and the Rubik. But we can just like TP straight ahead and throw down a Sprout, which have been very successful this whole game. And that's not a EPTB.
It's not a support duo you normally think of, Axe, Rubik, but they've got a lot of synergy. Telekinesis right in Berserker's call is
it's very team secret for sure. It's
you definitely see the synergy there. Zai going for this aura-based build. He's now picked up the Vlads, and he'll have a Shiva's Guard queued up next. Really like the way he's itemized this Nature's Prophet this game. Again, atypical, but makes a lot of sense here.
Yeah, one of the better parts about this hero, he can just build anything, honestly.
Yeah, very versatile. Nisha walks up to the high ground with the Metamorphosis. He's pretty stacked, like you said. Butterfly, Scotty, the smoke play.
Puppy's ready for it, though. He's throwing his body at him.
Yep. Way to intercept it there, Puppy. Gets Hex, or he uses the BKB, and now the Cavalry gonna come and intercept this fight. Paparazzi will just get brought down by Nisha, and down bottom, Zai's just doing the old split push. DY getting caught by some snowballs now. Nisha getting kited a little bit. Ori does not have a BKB, but Yang does. Mid one, taking a lot of damage, but does survive. Gonna sip up that bottle. Yang will not be able to finish him off. Nisha has the reach, and now they're gonna jump onto this Templar assassin. Apsar with the stolen Hex will make it an easy fight. They do kill Zai down bottom, but the GG is called, and not a moment too soon.
Yeah. Zai found himself in the middle of
helping the real fight. So
never a moment when Secret was not handily in control of this game. Like you said, sort of the nature of the Drow TA strat, right? It's going to be boom or bust. You're either going to dominate the lanes and run over them, or you're probably going to get run over yourself.
Strat's a bold
if it doesn't work out.
To call it after a game like that. I don't know how much.
Well,
at you. So I'm crazy. Watch you bend that back for me. We won't stop. Got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking, but you, I know it, you know it, we make it. So I'm crazy. Oh my baby, got me staring at you. So I'm crazy. Watch you bend that back for me. We won't stop. Got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking, but you, I know it, you know it, we make it.
taking me home. One thing really do want. See that you're the worst, but I don't know. Is that true? People fear the silence with things they think they know. Baby, that's why I just be free and let it all go. Let's go. I don't care what you say, it's true. Don't matter to me, 'cause I want you.
Oh, no axe, no TB, no niche.
They're definitely taking.
Morph.
They're taking that axe first pick.
Okay.
Yeah. He's pretty good against Airblade. If you
get a blade mail.
Yeah, no, I mean you can find him in the jungle and stuff, and the lane is not too bad.
I feel like a support axe is a lot weaker against than a 3 axe.
Yeah. So I mean, let's see, maybe they do something else, but I don't see why they wouldn't.
Remaining. Team secrets. Turn to pick.
Arrowblade.
Oh. I mean, that's the other approach.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to do that last game.
Yeah.
You're not going to ban it, take it away. That's all right. They've effectively focused Nisha with 2 bans.
X plus.
I mean, I would do Phoenix.
Wyvern even.
They can also just take the PL if they want.
Yeah. Yeah, PL is almost certainly going to be banned out second.
I like Wyvern a lot against TB. Feels like you can do a lot with the hero.
5 seconds remaining.
The only thing that's not so cool is like you don't stop his farm.
No, you don't at all.
Just send
Secrets.
Lucian.
But we've seen that before, where a team just basically ignores TB, right?
Yeah. I think that seems to be happening.
Axe. Okay, alright, so they prioritised the Axe. And VICI knew that was coming, so they go with the Bane.
That's fine too, I think.
Yeah.
The Axe also stops the game. Gary.
Team Secrets turn to ban.
I think Undying would have been nice. Bane. But Bane is not bad at all.
They might still pick up Dying.
And it's probably gonna be like this Port X anyway.
Yeah. Actually, how they do it.
Nisha's like,
Yeah, we might see.
give me a hard
something else
game.
here.
Give me.
Yeah, what are we going to see for Nisha this time?
I mean, it's PL. There's
seconds remaining.
Luna is not good.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
But I always feel like these heroes, you know, they're not bad, but they destroys them all. Very hard. Like a carry matchup against TP that's really good is rare.
You're not.
No.
Yeah, you will have to address it with the mid hero.
Yeah, address it more with the mid here and just get a carry this.
This Zeus would have been a good TB that's been banned.
He might end up on the bottom or something.
On VG?
No, Nisha.
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't seen those work particularly well.
Definitely not a hard
I mean,
carry,
Forward Gaming pulled it off.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Very comfort hero though.
It's not really like the hero Nisha. I mean, he played for sure, but I think it's not really what he like thrives on. And one of these hard carries.
I like Secret's banner.
Turn to ban.
That's pretty cool. Like that silencer.
Yeah, Silencer was a first round ban last time as well.
Yeah,
it's,
they
it's
really
a big VICI play around kind of hero, isn't it?
And it really opens up those two heroes. Like, the Axe. I mean, they're gonna need to get some type of range for it. But Secret is also that type of team that they pick 3 or 4 melee heroes straight up. You know, Puppy's playing one of them, Gaps or the other.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Potential for last picking. Mid one place really out already.
I guess they're.
You go back to what we were saying earlier. Mid one's monkey.
Yep.
I think VICI should just ban the PL. Very, very annoying to play Bane versus
Yeah,
PL.
I expected it to be banned.
Yeah.
They banned the one count.
I mean, they're
Get rid of
thinking
the
about
other one?
they're thinking about Tinker too. Ban that. Yeah, the Monkey King, very probable pickup.
Yeah, they kind of addressed the Tinker though. Like, PL is a bit harder to deal with, I think.
Team Secrets turn to ban.
Medusa.
What?
I mean, it's a Nisha special hero.
Yeah. They got like some kind of like problem.
Well, now they're really targeting Nisha.
Yep.
There's still the PL though, which I think is a preferred pickup for them either way.
The PL is the obvious one, isn't it?
I mean, the Centaur ban also indicates a PL because Centaur pressures PL a lot.
5 seconds
There's still a
remaining.
Phoenix left in the game too. Secret, they like playing it.
It's
like
3, right?
Sai plays it, I believe, yeah.
Yeah. Die that plays it,
And
but they
it's-
play it as an off.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. I think that's for right now. Like Silencer is a good ban for it, Centaur is a good ban for Phoenix too.
I feel like Phoenix is a bit scary to play against TB though.
Turn to pick.
And if he gets a BKB, he just like kills the egg so fast.
I mean, the Pana ban is for the PL, right?
They don't even have to pick PL now because VG can't pick it.
And they can, but then you got that TB.
TB PL, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be weird.
And then I
wouldn't
pick an SD on top. Hello, Payneck.
I mean, it
Now,
could do
but
it.
It doesn't reveal that.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
It's also expected, isn't it? VICI know. When they've gone with the bans that they've gone with in the second phase, they know this is a PL.
I mean, at least
doesn't
this
have
game.
to be, but
This game, the first twos are at least.
VG Gaming.
I guess it's just because you see a Terrorblade there. Like, it feels way better.
Skyraft.
Wow.
Sky X, it
Sky Axe.
indicates a core X. Unless it's a Thompson, Skyraft. Yeah.
Puck 5 Sky.
Could be.
I mean, just don't. I'm not even half joking here as well.
I mean, if it's support, it's definitely going to be 5. I don't think they want to play Shaker 5.
No, that's going to be the Absol Shaker for sure.
Yeah. Either it's core Skyrock or 5 Skyrock.
Sky does which I think is alright first.
Yeah.
It's not terrible, but it just feels like very cool and reliant.
I don't feel like we've had a good Void game for a while either.
You need a very active mid for mid one.
I think it was in Group B, like a bunch of the Chinese play Void a lot.
Chinese like Void, yeah.
But the problem with Void here is like you get Void, Earthshaker, Axe. They have similar-ish spells.
Shadow Shaman
Gone
again.
back from the Shaman. Take that one, don't they?
It's kind of mediocre against Shaker as well as Skyrock, I feel. Even Axe +1 can just burst him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't... I guess the laning has improved for this hero, somehow with the heroes or something. I don't know, because that was my problem.
But against either Sky or Axe, like, he either bolts you or he battle hands, you just feel bad.
And the PL. You're right, yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah,
I think PL into some Tinker or something would be really good. Yeah, of course, it's super obvious pickup.
Straightforward.
But they were waiting for this though.
Yeah, they knew it was coming, so the Magnus is the reply.
Okay.
The forward gaming
Magnus TB does not counter PL though, because he's in range form. He doesn't actually splash the PL.
Sure, but it's still like the Magnus great hero to accelerate.
Yeah.
Able to keep
Of course.
Spamming jungle. Outpace.
10 seconds remaining.
Magnus.
I'm expecting a Tinker ban now.
From VICI?
5
Yeah, for VG.
seconds remaining.
I think Secret, if they get their hands on the Tinker, could be really good for them.
Something. I mean, I guess they've got Shaker and Skyrock, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they have man to deal with at least.
I feel Secret, they need like a Dragonite or something. They need something to play around and push towers and objectives. Right now their heroes are very... They don't really group up that well. Yeah.
Same time VG, they're
Turn to
just
ban.
all about.
Ban the monkey.
Oh, VICI, no, they have both Shaman and Bane.
I guess, well, they have other tables, but not like a hero to start. You don't really want starting off.
That's true.
They have plenty of luck.
What about a Dragon Knight for VG?
I think it's okay. I thought that maybe they would pick like a monkey or something. And then we would see like a Skyrath mid by anyone.
5 seconds
like that.
remaining.
No, they banned monkey. They banned monkey.
What is there for VG? Lina?
I think they also need they need something faster.
Lina, DK, something like that.
Wouldn't want to. I just don't like.
Yeah, it feels very throwy. Like you have a good start and then you.
But Ori, I believe Ori likes that hero.
Yeah, he loves it.
And Ori's doing pretty good. Got banned into a tiny.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, something that's escaped us through the draft and through the,
That's also
the first one as
That's
well.
also one of the heroes that can just go in for you, like start the fight.
Yep.
Yeah. Fast pace.
Draft is way better this.
Strong lineup from VG.
I really like VG's draft.
Yeah. Even before this time, yeah. The Magnus Jam,
10
great way to
seconds remaining.
outfarm a PL.
It's very hard for Secret to last pick right now. They need something like a DK, but they also need something like a Tinker as well. Like they have a lot of weaknesses in their
They
draft
might
right
get
now.
like an Ember then, because then you've got the also like AoE
But
clear.
Ember against Tiny is so terrible down the lane.
Is a bad lane?
Yeah, you get like denied everything. You actually can't last it. Impossible.
No, because I do like if the lane is fine. Like I feel Ember loses every lane, so if he just loses a little.
What about Kunkka?
Yeah, I would Kunkka or with Dragonite.
Yeah, Kunkka, Dragon Knight, or Tinker. Tinker's really slow though.
Yeah, that's my problem. I wouldn't. Go.
5 seconds. There's some big smiles on his face.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel
wow.
like they've had a good draft.
It's not too bad.
It's not bad, but it feels very awkward.
This tier felt good when the Magnus was there. It's like the only way to start a.
Yeah.
It's so hard to play Magnus.
That hero is very good versus everyone except Terrorblade. This
Yeah.
game. Like it's very hard to play Bane and Shadow Shaman. Like, you're just running through wards. Kinda similar with Magnus. You can do like go some Crimson Pipe build on Magnus. I don't think Secret can out damage that right now. So that's probably what it should do.
Yeah, I feel like if they get a Crimson Guard, they actually have very little damage.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some predictions, Black.
Gotta go for VG this time. I think the draft is just
Your boys.
way better all around.
All right. Do we get the ultimate setup here? Does the former Team Secret player go for Team Secret?
5 seconds
No.
remaining.
I'm gonna go with VG. I like their draft better. I don't know that much about Venomancer, but I don't like it.
Just 1 second, David. What was that about? Sniffing it out?
My thinking.
Gods, have you been given any help by the professional players on the panel?
You guys are on the panel.
Alright. Brilliant. Okay, I like it. Alright.
Well, yeah, just like.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Nice one.
Zai shaker.
Zai's now on the shaker, so David now believes in Zai on the Earth Shaker. It's all good. It's under control here right now. Let's bring in our commentary team. Gents, it was a tough old game for VICI, but a better draft second time round. Do you think they've got a better chance now?
Definitely a lot to prove. They've got the Terrorblade now, so we'll see how strong this hero actually is if VICI can make it look good, right?
Well, we're just going to game 3, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Two
exactly.
smart people on the panel going with Terrorblade. I mean,
2 smart people? What, me and Black? Or me and Gods?
sorry, Paul.
It's me, guys. I'm 2 people.
You're not included. You're out of this
All right,
one.
gents, take it away.
All right, thanks a lot. I'm excited to see this Venomancer, though. It's a hero we haven't seen too much. What do you think? Is that the right pick in this situation?
It's one of the heroes they picked for Nisha. The guy can play more than Morph and Terrorblade.
Good to
Believe
know.
it or not. Yeah, it is handy. As of late, and this is like a totally different hero compared to how you kind of you read him on this Morphin TV, right? It's like this big, hard farmer, all this damage in these fights, and the Venom is just kind of like a utility hero almost, right? It gives a lot of vision in the fights, it's got this annoying damage over time. It's kind of like a save the lane kind of hero to make sure you're not just gonna get like run over by some hero. So it's different, it's unique. But I do kind of have to agree with the general sentiment of like, man, that VG lineup does look pretty good.
Pretty nasty. I'm really curious how this mid lane's going to go as well. I liked that 5th pick, kind of.
Yeah, he snuck right in there. That was an excellent snag there from ROTK. He was looking very confident when he picked that one up. You know, he's clapped, he's giving another cherry. He's like, all right, boys, I got you a tiny at the end of the draft. What more can I do for you? Pretty much nothing, I would say.
Puppy once again going to be taking his axe here. Could see an early skirmish. VICI invading the enemy territory. They've gotten a couple wards down.
30 seconds to battle.
They're being very cautious here. Might not be a skirmish after all.
So we've seen quite a few of these core shakers. This is probably the least core of the core shakers. It's Zai. It seems like Zai.
Now, what does that mean, sir?
Well, it means that Zai ends up getting less farm than our other off. Like when Boxy was doing it, he's been given a full lane for like 15 minutes.
That
and
felt like
no
a
one
position
came
1
there.
shaker
Yeah,
almost.
I kind of expect Zai to be a little bit more active, or at least to be harassed a bit more. But who knows? Maybe he'll get just as much space. Maybe he'll be able to go straight for the Aghanim Scepter, much like we saw from Boxy. But we'll have to wait and see here.
There's definitely some potential with the Skywrath Axe combo for the Yapsor Puppy duo. I mean, we talked about Rubik Axe last game. This is a slightly different flavor, but still a lot of aggressive potential between.
So VG scared of the lanes, and then they shifted it to the matchups that they wanted, it looks like, because that's why Secret ended up getting 3 out of the 4 runes to kick off this game. And Shaker in a 1v1 versus another melee hero was pretty nice, but Magnus will say the same thing. Plus, Zai committed for the Fisher level 1 so that he could block off his wave. Kind of heads through that just in case he ends up getting tri-laned or something like that, so it's understandable, but it means it's going to give a little bit of an edge to Yang and then want the matchup to start.
I think we'll likely see that top lane be pretty quiet. Mid, Tiny versus PL, also likely to be a melee farm fest. Yeah. It's this bottom lane where we're going to keep most of our focus. A try-on-try, relatively rare in this meta. Fade already taking some damage. Yapsor on the back line with some harassment. No clarity on Yapsor, though. It's kind of limited in how much pressure he can put on in these first couple waves.
Yeah, you think about Axe Skywrath as this duo where they constantly harass a single hero. There's Battle Hunger and Mystic players over and over, Contested Shots, Arcane Bolts, whatever you got. But when it's 3 heroes, it's kind of weird. Like, you can only fully focus on 1, and then if that person moves out of range, then you kind of have like 2 more full HP heroes, and I don't know, like, it gets a little awkward. Like, you don't really have the same amount of resources to bully and pressure.
I'm not sure which tri-lane I actually favor here, though. I think both of them are less than ideal in terms of tri-lane scenarios.
Favor the tri-lane that didn't get their full camp block.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yapsor just gets a pull-off here, and Fade will be able to stop the pull-over from the hard camp, though, so... In that case, it ends up being kind of fine, because now it's going to push all the way up to the dire tier 1 after.
A little rough for this Shadow Shaman here. He takes a Battle Hunger, and Puppy's going to take that opportunity to chase him down. Get in a couple of right clicks. Yapsor also on the way over. There's an Ether Shock to try to do some damage to that Skywrath. DY, he does have a Brain Sap. No, another Battle Hunger going to be up in just a second here. Puppy gets it off onto Fade, and now with that movement speed, he's going to see how far he can chase.
Nah, he's got this looking stick. There's no way he dies. He might be able to force him to pop the stick.
No, not even. A little bit close, but Fade knows his limit.
Stone cold Fade. Love it. Look at that guy.
No panic. Meanwhile, mid, Tiny has picked up a double damage room. So, unfortunately for mid one.
Hey, this wasn't bad enough already.
Yeah, that's about as lucky as it gets there for the Tony. Still relatively even. PL doing a pretty good job blast hitting through it. Back to this bottom lane, Yapzor. A little bit low, but needing to put some damage in. The Venomous Gale does connect on the Paparazzi. He'll give the opportunity to follow up with more damage. Force out the stick. Of course, no kill, but Secret winning the damage exchange right now.
Oh, that's... There we go. Nightmare trading right back.
Isha trading some right hit clicks. Yapzor might go down. He's going to fall first, but now Puppy's in the fray. They should be able to get this kill on Fade to make it a 1-for-1. First blood did go the way of Paparazzi. That Terrorblade finding some bonus gold.
This first meta is so important too. You don't want to use it just on like the first wave like you typically do as TB. He's kind of been holding on to it to try and find some kill opportunities. So he gets that. He's going to be able to use it to secure some range creep denies as well as a couple range last hits right at the start of that meta too. So
up top here, a little bit of a difficult lane for Zai. Magnus getting the better of it. Not terrible, but about 50% up on Zai right now.
Once the level starts stacking up, it'll go in favor of Zai.
Back to the ball. DY in a little bit too deep. He'll be the first one to fall in this exchange. Shackles onto Puppy. They'll fall short. Both supports for VICI. Not looking good. Fade caught by the Berserker's Call, and it'll end up being a double.
So let's look at the cooldowns of the Radiant tri lane. There's pretty much none. Meanwhile, you're playing for this dire one, and you get another 100 seconds until meta's back up. The threat being gone is very nice for Team Secret. They can just play the lane completely differently compared to when he has the meta ready and available. There's no aggressive options really for Secret gaming.
21-second cooldown on Venomous Gale. That's the bottleneck they have to work with.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it's big. I guess the mana on Venomancer is a bigger issue, but no points in Plague Ward. Going for the Poison Sting Gale build right now.
Yeah, I think double range supports, even the Chow Chom's a little bit lower, it's not going to be worth it. Like, until they're level 3, they don't do anything. It's going to be giving you almost no value. Lane top,
Yang, Zai and Yang going at it, but the tower going to help out Zai, and that secures the kill. The lane that was going in favor of Magnus will now shift for that Earthshake.
Oh, this is such a sick stat. This is like the dream Shaker game. You never get to play this poor Shaker anymore. He's going to have such a good time.
DY again. He gets hit by a Venomous Gale. He's up on the high ground while his teammates are down low. I don't know if we can call that one space created.
I don't know if you can call them teammates.
Dominating streak for Nisha.
Left him alone up there. Ori comes up top to the boundary room to contest. Bottles, kills Zai. Gets out of there with Thief in the Night.
Pretty value rotation for the Tiny.
Yeah, very much so.
That'll be his power tread secured now. But also a little bit of space for mid one to get some more last hits, so silver lining for Secret. 5-2, definitely going better for VICI this game than the last.
Ooh, Ori's coming back with an Empower though.
Yeah, that's true. #1 on net worth by a big margin. Could end up being a fast blink dagger for Ori. Fade trying to make a rotation into mid. They've got the Hex into Avalanche. Mid one now caught by the Shackles with a TP from Axe. Puppy connects on 2 with the Berserker's Call, and they'll be able to turn it around on Fade. Great rotation on the red.
Meanwhile, under the tower up top, it's Zai.
And he gets the kill.
Yeah, use the Echo. Go over right under. You can't come back to this lane either. Even with the Echo being down, doesn't really change anything.
Yeah.
Maybe he can go for a kill with RP. That's pretty much his best bet. We have the meta back if it's available on the bottom lane, so DY could think about wrapping around with a Nightmare or something, but honestly, even if you get the kill with the meta, it still doesn't really feel that great.
It doesn't necessarily fix the lane. DY again, caught by a Venomous Gale. Brain Sap might buy him a little bit of time. Berserker's Call from Puppy. Now the Nightmare comes out, and they will finish off the game.
Tiny though.
Rotation, they should be able to finish off Yapzor. There's the toss-up. Make it a 1-for-1. Puppy heading deep into enemy territory with no TP.
The Courier? Puppy.
He might be able to snag it here.
Oh, Puppy. Oh, I like how he held that.
Invulnerability, and it's going to end up being another easy kill for Ori. Puppy hoping for a deny, but can't quite get it.
Honestly, the fact that Courier lived is kind of more important. There's quite a bit on there. Tequila was on there, I believe, for Nisha.
I feel like there's a lot of pressure on this Tiny right now. He's off to a great start, but he needs to keep up this momentum.
It's a nice game, though. There's quite a few little squishy heroes to pick on early on.
Yeah, the early blink could actually be pretty devastating.
That's a level 3 Xiao Shao getting run down under a tower here. Gets called. And fade.
Yeah, this will be another easy one. They have pulled a full lane rotation, though. This tri-lane will be abandoned. Paparazzi's now up top, currently farming the jungle. While mid1 in some trouble against Ori. Will be able to doppelganger back, but DY's there. There'll be a brain set for a kill as Bane finally gets one up on the scoreboard. 9-5, but VICI are the ones with the net worth advantage right now.
And even though that tri-lane, the kill is not favoring the side of EG Gaming, the farm did. 400 gold lead inside that Venomancer. The two supports suffering Portrait, and the Bane and the Xiao Shaman. In fact, their levels also suffering quite a bit. And not too great when you're playing the Shaman, but because it's Terrorblade, he'll head to the jungle, and he'll give up some of that lane space to his supports.
What do you make of this deep ward here from DI, Trent? 8 minutes in, not very common to see a ward on that deep plateau near the tier 2s.
It's definitely good for someone like a Tiny who wants to be running around this map with like Blink Dagger and stuff, because you can see where the supports are rotating to see like which lanes they're trying to like cover and bait and stuff. Like he's watching just right now, Yapzor kind of floating through the area. He's also a courier sniper too, pretty easy with the Tiny, so having these deep wards can be really nice when you're playing this hero.
Okay, Die. Oh, he's got a slam, not even gonna need it. It'll be a freebie onto Yang as he tries to walk up to the high ground.
Ward didn't help. He saw this guy coming for a bit of help, but
the Aghanim Scepter is going to be that first item on the Earthshaker. We saw it yesterday with Boxy. That seems to be a pretty solid build when you have a start like this on the Shaker.
Yeah, what messes with it this game? Not much. There's no real roots or anything, so it's just your typical stuns. So decent free reign for him in this one.
Soar in a pretty aggressive position. There's harassment onto Paparazzi, who's trying to stack these Ancients, and he will not get it off.
Yeah, it kind of messed up DY being in the area.
Actually, a victory for Yapzor there. How's Magnus doing? Brown boots, bottle, only 800 gold towards that Blink Dagger. 0-3-0. Definitely been a tough game for Yang so far.
I'm not sure where you go right now. Like this question of Zai, is the Blink better than the like the Blink is good because it lets him get going a little bit quicker, but who's gonna be ready if he were to buy the Blink first? Then the PL's still not really gonna be ready. He kind of have a rough landing stage. He needs to farm up. Venomancer wants to stay planted. Well, up in the air, out of the ground is your boy Zai.
Another double damage there on Ori.
That's
also the Blink Dagger reveal. Yep. So as we say, you get one. There it is.
Yeah, but when it's a Tiny, it's like you get more than one because you can't just like avoid waves forever. This guy is gonna find you in the
I guess it's more you get one where you're caught completely surprised. Absolutely. And now, oh, he's gonna find another. Okay. I was wrong, Trent. He gets two. He gets two this time. These double damage runes, man. Ori has really been fortunate. And now he gets into a regen. Ooh.
Ori's on point this game. In a very good time.
I mean, honestly, I think he played very well in the first game. It was a tough match all around, but the TA did have a pretty strong presence. By far, the most damage.
He certainly had the best game of his team.
Yes.
He's definitely had the best game of his life.
Fence here in the mid lane.
And Zai has committed in here too. He bought out with that Ogre Axe, so will indeed go all the way, not going to be able to step off for that Blink Dagger.
I'll put to sleep. Magnus does have an RP here. Skewer into the tower. Follow-up RP. Fades. He's in.
Oh, that could be a dunk here, but yeah, okay. So full control.
Yeah, VICI was ready for that. Not rolling the dice. Very nice. Mid one, making progress towards that diffusal blade. He's been very quiet so far, just as you would suspect. Working on some ancient. He's found his level 10. All three of the cores for Secret are doing okay right now. Nobody jumping ahead of the pack, but very even farm distribution compared to what VICI has right now. That Tiny far ahead.
Yeah, but to be fair, the Mag's kind of close to those Secret heroes, and then the other two are just ahead of them.
He is catching
up. It's not exactly a great scenario here.
Yeah, well, that's the disparity in the supports.
Yeah, that's true. I think one issue I see in this, it kind of feels like last game where Secret really had to get rolling in the lanes for things to look super good for them. I mean, again, it's not over or anything, just like it wasn't over for VICI, but it was kind of on a downward spiral. Again, it looks the same way.
Up top, though, catch Zai. They don't kill him immediately, though. Blink forward, skewer into a dunk on 3.
That was ambitious.
Zai does a lot of return damage, but can't find any kills. Unfortunately, no follow-up from his team.
It's so tempting. You're like, at 4 heroes, I can do this, but Fade, very nice for the hex.
Lane, Puppy looking for a Berserker's Call, doesn't quite find it before he clears out illusions. The hasted Terrorblade there, so Venomous Gale not going to be too effective. Meanwhile, up top,
they're sending mid one to try and deal with the snakes.
Yep, they've
power of the PL right there.
Really just given mid one a little bit extra cash there. It was a little birthday present.
So just like Tombstone, same reasoning with PL. Create all these illusions. You're very good at taking down the snakes. I think there was virtually no question. I mean, the second round of banning ended, and Morph had been banned, and TV was picked, and they didn't address the other Nisha hero and the other counter, at least to most players, for the PL versus the TV. It kind of became obvious. I think that VG were very ready for it, right? They set up with the Shaman. The second the PL gets picked, they instantly pick Magnus. They're like, okay, yeah, they know what they're going to be playing here for Team Secret.
Well, DY, he dove under his tower. Puppy will get put inside the Nightmare, but caring is caring. The illusion will take it off.
They have another blink to reveal.
The mag, as he hits the RP, it's skewered back. Looks like a great setup as now Paparazzi lays in the damage. They kill Nisha first, Puppy on the run. Might still be able to make it out. Yang does not have a skewer, but it's just too much damage for Paparazzi.
Yeah, ideally he gets mid one there. That would have been great, but he would have had a skewer and then blink, and then there's not enough time for Paparazzi to close the gap.
Or he almost catches Zai. Hits him with the avalanche, but it's a nice fissure the other way. Mid one goes back in, force the doppelganger back. Definitely don't want to fight into that meta. Still at a third duration remaining. VICI won't be able to find any.
They're just pinging bottom here, and Faye just lurking like 2 seconds. Killed it. Show up here.
He also now level 6 on the axe.
Fade even goes for a pull here onto his own wave, just to try and farm some of the XP. I don't know, he's actually forced back anyway, so he'll get the wave instead, I suppose, so fair enough.
Really feels like VICI's in control right now, but they haven't really been able to pull that far ahead. 11 to 11, less than a 1K gold advantage. Still a very tight game here, Trent, as we get close to the 15-minute mark. Another double damage spawns, but this time picked up by Puppy.
This top planting in response from Secret, I think a lot of teams would have lost like maybe like 2K or something at this point, because that rotation they made where they like quickly move the PL top and he just instantly starts doppelgangering, taking down the snakes, saves that tower. They bring Nisha up top too. He plants himself down here as the Venomancer. Somehow it looked like a surefire push for VG. Ends up being a tier 1 for Secret.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the snakes getting down bottom. I think this time it's unlikely they can get the response.
I think Secret might just commit for mid. That tier 1's very low.
They want top. They don't care about bottom, right? There's nothing bottom. Top is Roche. Top is control over the map of the parts that actually matter.
They're actually not going to commit into that tower mid. Instead, just going to rotate into the enemy jungle. Bounty runes will spawn, and looks like they will go 2 apiece. Zai and Fade able to make those pickups.
And you can see how Nisha just makes this whole area safe.
Yep, those little eyeballs in the jungle. Poisonous eyeballs at that. Slowly sieging his way in.
Do we have another RP ready? Yang has his blink. Wouldn't mind seeing a smoke come out here. See if they can try and find something else. Just because Ori already has his Agri Saber.
Fade caught by the fissure, trying to TP home. Pick up for mid one there.
He's been playing the danger zone near these Radiant Wards, eh?
Yep. Deep ward here in the enemy jungle, but did have to die for it. Magnus going for Force Staff next, so very much all in on the RP, so to speak here, Trent.
Yeah, not more of this like universe style where we had the Greaves. Yeah, we're in built up over time.
Zai going to be caught mid lane. DY has the Fiend's Group as he gets tossed up. But the dump, they don't kill him fast enough, and now Secret respond. They kill Zai first. They still get the kill on Zai, but Ori goes down to the wrath of Nisha.
That Ancient Seal from Yapsor comes in, instantly cancels the channel, and they weren't ready for that. You know, the Shadow Shaman's a little bit more secure in terms of that Hex, longer duration. You don't have to worry about channeling like that. But the Bane, no other choice matter, so yes, Zai dies, but that's going to be well worth it. In fact, it's 625 gold to Nisha. And he already has the hood, and it looks like he's going to be the one that has to opt in towards the Vessel squad.
Okay.
Already has 4 charges stacked up here too.
Pretty nice. And also the Diffusal recently completed on PL, and now even a Yasha on top of that, so giving mid one some options to join these skirmish perfect if the timing feels right. Puppy with an invisibility rune.
Yeah, Yang's just trying to come empower his TV. This has not been a very empowered TV. Not for too long. They're going to smoke up here too, it looks like.
Look at that ward placement from Puppy, though. Great use of the invis rune. Might scout out this rotation. VICI have done a really good job stacking Ancients this game, though. Constant stacks on both sides.
Yeah, or he's just TPing in, just getting them power. It's like halfway gone before he even sees a wave, though. That's like such a weird map movement. Like, I thought they were going to smoke. TP's in there, he gets a power, and he just hits him in. It's like, well, you know you do that already, right? You don't really need the empower for it, but they don't know what Secret's up to. They don't have any good targets. Maybe they're just kind of happy with how this game's going at the moment.
He's still hiding in the trees here. He got another ward up on the plateau. Sort of an interesting idea to use 2 wards this way, but one of them gets countered, gives you that false sense of security, and they're just far enough apart, unlikely that they'll both get counter-warded.
Yep.
I like that. Very crafty.
He's got nothing else to do.
Well, yeah, now he's kind of stuck. He's like, man, there might be somebody near those Ancients, and that'll confirm his suspicions as Yang walks by. Thing is, he doesn't want to reveal his positioning because then it becomes much more obvious that wards are probably in this general area.
Well, his ward also body blocked the camp, so
yeah,
that might give it away too.
That's true. That's a fair point. He does have a TP scroll, but still just kind of lurking around here. Meanwhile, VICI grouped up in the mid lane. Tiny finishing up that Echo Saber. Now grabbing that Ogre Axe towards the BKB.
So this was kind of the theme of last year, was really early BKB trying to think about last game. They were snowballing. Nietzsche just goes straight Manta. It was also a very good Manta game in that case, but this time Paparazzi feels more secure with that.
On to Zai, skewer back right into Ori. They'll have the combo, and Zai will not even be able to get off a single spell. Nice pick there from Yang. Now down bottom. E from Ori, but mid one will be able to fog him. Drain in some of that mana. Oh, mid one, TP in the trees. He's going to get caught. Doppelganger away, and in comes Yang to help finish him off, though Ori is the one that gets credit. Unfortunate for mid one.
DY in the mid, too. Has a Fiend's Grip here. Ugh, got him.
Nightmare first. Waiting for Paparazzi to come in, and there's the Fiend's Grip. 3 down on the side of Secret. Just like that, VICI get a lot of momentum.
Man, they are really firing off after being so patient for a while, just waiting for this BKB. I was getting nervous. I was like, I don't know, you're not using this Blink or this Force Staff on the Magnus, and then they just all explode at once. Start taking over some territory, beating back this PL. Nisha, again, the life of the Venomancer, he has just been stuck in his own little box up here, right? He's like farming that whole area, he's just planting wards, he's feeling very safe, but they're kind of dodging all of the Venomancer movements. They have this Radiant Vision here, though.
Poison Nova yet. Hasn't really been an opportunity to use it. They are smoked up.
They really want Paparazzi.
UI, though, going to be one that gets blocked off by the Fissure. Nightmare onto Puppy. Force Staff from Yang. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, it's just not a good fight right now for VICI, so I definitely agree with the fact they're just backing away. And Paparazzi even went top. He'll take the Shrine and he'll grab one of the Boundings. Does he dare go for the other? Then his Illusion to deny it.
Okay.
Harsh.
I mean, it's a safe play.
Yep.
A little risky to run up there blind. Got a nice lead, good farm on your 2 big cores. No need to throw it away for just 1 bounty. Also, the Shadow Shaman, 1,600 gold card, hit the Blank Dagger, and he's also got the Aether Lens. Fade actually pre-farmed this game, top of the supports.
Yeah, Blink for him, probably the Veno will be one of the better targets. I mean, ideally it's PL, of course, but we're assuming that the PL one's going to be a little bit tough. So Veno's not bad. If you can get the Veno and calm him down quick enough before he can get off his ulti, obviously that's a very good part of the team fights for Team Secret.
I think a similar case to the Earthshaker, though.
Yeah, sure.
Might not be the easiest target to find.
You're assuming, yeah, you won't be able to find him, but he's found at the moment.
Yang not able to grab him with the Skewer, and that'll be Zai's Aghanim Scepter now picked up, so a lot more mobility for him.
All right, he has become a hero. I mean,
it's true though.
Not investing anything for the past 20 minutes to create good dunks or anything. This is what they waited for.
A lot of BKBs now on the side of VICI. 2, I guess. A lot for 20 minutes.
It's the big ones, that's for sure.
Here we go. Zai jumps in, dunk on 2. It's a pretty good setup. But Yang there with the counter initiation. Zai and Puppy both go down first.
Yang! That was so sick. Oh man,
that was
actually
incredible.
Get out too. That was almost instantaneous there. So much damage flying out from Secret. And Yang's like, yeah, we saw this coming. I got you covered, team. And then so quickly to get that Sunder too from Paparazzi.
Yeah. Beautiful counter initiation though. VICI finally starting to gain a net worth lead.
I mean, look at that damage from the Radiant side. That's no kills. You see that? That is so ridiculous.
Initiation here, perhaps. DY gets tossed in. He's got the beam strip on the YapzOr. They'll finish him off. Now Nisha kind of left behind. There's a Hex. Follow-up damage from Ori. Shackles will lock him down, and it's another 2 on the board for VICI. Mid one will play clean up. Mop and Bucket gets a double. Ori not able to combo him down, and now mid one will continue to pursue. Refusal blade to slow him down, but Yang,
I don't know, mid one.
I don't think you want to do this. Out of the end of mid one. Now Zai, he jumps in. He's left by himself. Puppy's slowly trying to make his way to the battle. Zai is doing a lot of damage here, but Ori reinitiates. Maybe Puppy, he can get the Berserker's call on 2. Forces the BKB from Ori, but they do bring down Yang. Tiny trying to clean this up. Good body blocks from Puppy, but he's taking a lot of damage himself. Zai jumps back in. He might have the crowd controls to do this, but Ori's just too damn tanky.
All right, can we talk about the timing of that W right there? That was insane. He was like mid-air flying towards the Tiny as the BKB's running out to save Puppy's life there. Puppy should have been dead, but Zai with a big bailout. In the end, it's relatively even. Just XP and gold, 800 each, 4K.
It's going to swing. Maybe as YapzOr runs back in, gets caught by a DY Nightmare. Support on support action will favor VICI Gaming. Very weird fight there. A lot of just individual.
Oh, here's that replay too, where this looks so good, right? Zai's waiting. He sees his perfect moment, comes in, dunk, slam jam, and then it's like, oh my god, the Soda Yang saved. I think the Sunder. I can't even tell who he gets it off on, honestly.
Yeah,
it looked like it might have been Zai.
I heard it in the moment, but
either way, he gets it, saves himself.
Beautiful creation.
Oh, Yang finds himself a tome at 22 minutes. That's always nice. Everyone else forgot about it.
Hart going to be queued up next for PL. You know, max survivability is Puppy gets bumped into in the jungle. It's a 1-on-3. Uses the Berserker's Call. Will make it to the shrine. Marquis does not get used. Now he drops it only on Illusion. Far from ideal as now Zai jumps in with a dunk. But where's the support? It's going to be DY for Zai. BKB and meta used by Paparazzi. Mid one sees the BKB's expired. Wants to go in on this, but can he get off of the Sunder? Now Manta's been used. Yang trying to charge across. How far will Secret chase this? Ori goes in with the BKB. He's the only one on this side of the river, but he does bring down YapzOr with that Echo Saber. Another fight favoring VICI here, 1 for 2.
They were so close to getting Yang as well as he was kind of lurking on that cliff. And Nisha finds him with the Gale, but couldn't find the fatal damage. It was a nice play there from both Yang and Mid one, right? Yang's faking out the RP to force the doppelganger, and then he gets everyone in the PLs but one. And of course, it's the real one. Mid one taking himself just out of the range of the RP. And they're going to smoke up right on top of a dire ward.
Got that sentry there.
They don't have the RP though, so they kind of know this. And Yang just goes top.
Oh, Fade. He's going to hex the Earthshaker. They're pretty spread out. Up top now, YapzOr trying to get away from this Magnus. There is a TP in from Paparazzi, but low mana.
This is a Secret kind of struggling to get some wards down. It's a dire jungle.
They might try to go for this though. Puppy's smoked up, he's on the high ground. He will find Yang. Uses Berserker's Call, cancels into the Venomous Gale. TP in gets canceled as the Poison Nova flies through. Yang is in a lot of trouble here. Should probably go down. BKB used by Paparazzi, trying to finish off Nisha. Finds that kill. Maybe a Sunder, but no, not in time. The taunt from Puppy's enough, but Fade drops the wards, able to bring down Zai with some shackles. Mid one looking for vengeance for his fallen comrades, but Fiend's Grip will be there. Gets interrupted. It's still enough to set up the kill onto mid one. A 2 for 3, a fight again favoring VICI Gaming.
Sunder there from VICI. I mean, that looked like it was just going to be all VICI, honestly. Like, I thought the only casualty was going to be Yang simply because of all the ultimates being dumped on top of him. And he eventually did tick down from them, but...
So close, though. That Berserker's Call was just expiring. Looked like there might be a little window to get off that Sunder, but possible.
At this point now, down to a 5K lead for old VICI Gaming.
Yeah.
Replay here. Oh, you have the replay. Poor Yang. This is the worst. He's blocking with his axe in your jungle, so...
Yeah, great positioning from Puppy, though.
Yeah, they put everything on them, though. Oh, Puppy walked into the Nova, too.
Both of them got hit by it. Nice movements from Nisha as well. He does end up going down as he gets a little too close, but there's that Berserker's Call. It's just expiring, and they get that last bit of damage.
That control to Zai, too, so frustrating, because you're supposed to be the super mobile hero, but obviously if there's no one else to back you up when the Shackle's coming from the Shaman, you're still screwed, and you get the Ward Trapped and brought down.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Heartbreaker for mid one as well. Even though Secret didn't get the numbers advantage in terms of bodies, they did actually get the net worth advantage because they killed the Terrorblade. So that was about a 600 swing in favor of the Radiant. Even though VICI are really strongly in control, they've got a huge experience advantage. They still haven't really been able to pull ahead in terms of massive gold lead.
Or objectives, really, right? Like, they haven't shut down any of these tier 2s, even though it felt like they should have been able to by now. They haven't been able to commit into a Roche. This PL is still farming fairly well. Obviously, they have 2 heroes ahead of them, so it's still the edge going to VICI Gaming, but they haven't closed this one out quite yet. And when the Heart comes out, I could see some damage issues.
A little worried about that. They've been relying a lot on the burst, you know, killing them within the duration of an RP or a Shackle or a Tiny combo, and that's definitely going to be more difficult. Would like to see that Venomancer maybe upgrade to the Pipe at this point.
They need a little bit of a bait here, because Puppy's just lurking with his Blink Dagger.
They see Fade, he gets down that counter ward. Puppy will catch him. Could still be a kill onto the Shadow Shaman. Venomous Gale flies through, but Secret do not want to commit for it.
They really are not. The most relaxed kill on the Shadow Shaman.
Nisha's little Plague Ward actually still finishes him off. Nice counter initiation onto Ori as he jumps in. He does get off the BKB of Berserker's Call, trying to pull him closer to the enemy base. Fade 505 back. On the backside, Zai caught by the Fiend's Grip, but he just leaps away.
He actually
stuns the Shadow Shaman. Wow!
I thought he was dead.
I can't believe he was in range to get off that stun.
Oh man, what a perfectly placed totem there. That vision that Zai had as he saw where Fade had bought back and TP'd it. Able to target him. Like, by all rights, that guy should have been dead if it weren't for the ward.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All right, ends up going pretty well for Secret. They get a pick off and also force a buyback. It's another, it's about 1K gold swing.
No dunks used or anything too, so the Radiant can still move forward if Secret want to try and find some kills on VICI Gaming. The opportunities are there. But much like we've talked about the Heart being worrisome, if they get a Scotty out onto Paparazzi, I'm very concerned of being able to bring him down in the combination. Like, they would need dunk and the call every time. And, yeah, you see here, way in the back line there is I mean, this guy looks so dead. He's fully surrounded at the moment, and then, oh, he blinks into it. That makes way more sense.
Yeah.
That's a little less surprising at that point.
Still unfortunate for the Rasta at least. Blink Dagger.
Clearly, Zai predicted exactly where the blink would go. I mean, that's what I meant. Because he's so good. Right. Yeah.
Well, he's got the Blink Dagger now, so extra mobility, but Puppy, he's going to be shackled in the mid lane. VICI worried this could be some sort of a bait. They're not going to commit too much for it. Yang jumps in, though, and he will get hit by the Venomous Gale as well as a concussive. It's Glimmer Cape, or stabbed and skewered back. He will survive. Now Secret walk into the Roche pit. Fiend's Grip up in 15.
1K away from Heart on mid one. Everything up on the Dire. Yeah, I mean, Fiend's Grip, whatever. Like, the RP and the meta, the most important ones. I guess the meta 50 seconds away, so that's what's going to do it for them.
Okay.
That's what's giving them the confidence here.
Still feels pretty risky to me, though. Yeah, Secret will concur. They're going to kind of back out of the pit here. They get the Blink Dagger on Nisha as well.
TVs will start to wear down. It's already 7 seconds on the TV, well, 6 seconds on the Tiny.
Ori blinks in, does drop an avalanche onto some illusions. Force Staff again, helping him out of that sticky situation.
Lead is dwindling for VICI Gaming. It's only 2K now.
Paparazzi in the front lines, takes a silence, but has a lot of support behind him. Another Glimmer Cape.
Puppy wants to start the fight off. Oh, he's gonna get him.
He grabs the Terrorblade. He still has the BKB available. They're gonna need to kill him quick, and they do it. Paparazzi down.
Man, they are really knowing the limits here too. Like, not panicking, not using dunks or anything like that. They're just keeping every spell in reserve. They want that outside. I gotta say, DY hater here. This guy's been very good this game. He's been lurking in a lot of the trees and then popping up, getting very good nightmares and Fiend's Grip for really important pickoffs. Like, Secret could have just gotten Roche.
And he's been coordinating well with Ori's Low. We've seen a couple times he's been tossed in with the Fiend's Grip. There's been a lot of great coordination around that hero. So Secret might still go for Roche here. Mid one committed to the pit. Puppy.
The Venom wards will help out though. Just giving that vision is enough to give you confidence that even without Zai to back you up.
Do you consider buying back on this Terrorblade to stop this? He does have meta and BKB. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's certainly tempting.
I'm kind of, I don't know, it feels like every game in the past 6 months, I'd say yes, but he still hasn't.
Puppy, he's going to get caught. Ori's got the combo, doesn't quite finish him off. It's going to be Fade to the high ground. The RP, though, gets completely biffed. Ori
Trying to delay.
Trying to make it out. His BKB is now expired. He's invisible, but maybe they'll still be able to bring him down. Cyclone from the Yules. Toss an illusion, but that will be the end of the Tiny.
Doesn't have the buyback. I could see his buyback being less valuable than TV, so it almost would have been worth it, but...
TV's back in the fray, though, with meta available. Secret really want this Roach. It's down at about 50% HP.
Secret's play has been so good over the last 5 minutes. They've destroyed this lead. They now have the gold lead in this game. And they're just forcing VG to play around the road trip when they don't want to right now.
Nisha jumps in onto DY. Zai will blink up to the high ground, block him out with a fissure. And they'll get another pick there with 2 in the grave, no buybacks available. Puppy just about to respawn. This should do it for Secrets.
And at the same time, somehow, there's 2 catapults hitting bottom. So all of this, like, Secret not only getting all of the attention on Roche, getting all of the kills on the VG Gaming heroes.
They're going to get a free tier 2 just about. Looks like it will stay standing as Paparazzi comes in, but...
Hey, that just fully cements that Secret are going to get Roche easy.
Dunk up top onto Fade. No support inbound on either side, but Fade able to blink away. Very nice. Zai happy just to make a little space.
Applauding. Something clearly happened there. Oh, Dunk cannot find himself a kill, but that's okay. They're just pushing on forward.
Well, tier 2 mid, take a lot of damage here. They don't deny that bottom tier 2, but it's at 20 HP, so this is basically the end of the outer towers. Yang looking for the opening, misses the skewer, does get stunned up by the fissure, however.
I noticed, I read a commenter just wanted to point out that Ori is absolutely massive. He is indeed. I mean, that is what Grow does. It makes you get craggy mass.
Both literally massive and figuratively massive in terms of financial
I can also appreciate that the guy was a shawarma connoisseur.
They'll find a freebie on Nisha. Tiny with a 1500 crit.
Okay.
It's got to feel
good. You know, the last few minutes haven't looked too good. Then you see that, and you're like, oh, okay. Maybe they still got something in the tank here, beside of VG Gaming.
Big body, big gains, big crits, man.
Man, Secret, they love value items. 4-minute drums on Puppy.
Who doesn't love a value item, dude?
Yeah, but it's these weird items, like these bucklers on Puppy, these random drums. We had a Vlad's Nature's Prophet. They're buying all the items everyone else hates.
Well, aura items. We even saw a Vlad's picked up by Xylask.
Literally just said that, isn't that? Yeah, I love when my casters listen to me. Yeah, thanks.
I got caught not listening again. Got another back-to-back 1500 crits on Puppy. That you don't see too often. The Echo Saber crit stick. Wow, that's... Axe is supposed to be a relatively tanky hero.
I'd say everything was looking pretty fire for a Secret in the past bit. These kills, not so much. Even Yapsor playing with that said fire here.
Yapsor is actually about halfway to his agonist. Good.
He's quite dead.
Yep. See ya.
Oh, a second hero here, man.
Yo, he should be okay. He's got the Aegis, he's got his heart. That one's going to be a lot harder to kill. So, just like before, VICI get this string of pickoffs, and it feels like they've regained some of this momentum, at least buying some time on this Aegis.
It's like they feed off of our doubt. Every time I'm just like, okay, they're going to lose now, and no, they're not pushing fast enough, and then they just show up and kill 4 heroes.
Shadow Blade out on Yang. Now this Magnus able to position even better.
I think Ori is also looking at one too.
Okay, the Tiny. Yep.
Quite a bit of initiation considerations here.
I wonder what Secret's going to try to do with this Aegis. When Skywrath is up, they might try some sort of an aggressive play here.
I think they know that they're all in on this 4 protect 1 right now. That I don't think their 1's quite strong enough. Mid 1 still needs that next item and then buyback 2, just in case when the game's completely over. But they want to make any aggressive maneuvers. I feel like they just bait and shadow mid 1.
Yeah, especially with the heart, it seems like the play. He's got the butterfly out next. Picking up there. Onto the Terror Blade, a lot of damage. Last time they were able to kill him in time. Zai jumping into the dunk. They can't do it. He gets off the BKB. The Sunder, Puppy and Zai both down. And looks like they'll grab the Aegis as well. A big time backfire for Secret. Will they be able to kill this PL again, though? Now Yang gets brought down. Maybe mid-1 can start cleaning things up, but there's still a BKB on Ori. EY gets brought down. There was a buyback on Zai. He jumps back in onto Ori, and that'll be the end of him. Yapzor on the backside tanks the damage from Paparazzi, but without magic immunity, Zai will catch it. Caught by the Venomous Gale. This will be the end of the Terrorblade, though. He's doing a lot of damage. It's a dieback for Zai before he goes down. All 5 down for VICI, but it is costly for Secret.
Not quite the Ramses moment there. Couldn't find the correct mid-1 in that pile. Well, they will end up winning that one, and even with the buyback. I mean, look at that
3K
gold.
swing. Okay, not as costly as I thought.
Nisha got about 2,500 gold all to himself and 6.6 thousand experience. That is a level 23 Venomancer all of a sudden. Like 3 levels boosted up there. It's like these Diablo runs, right? He got boosted right to the max.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, what an RP. This is unbelievable. Yang, again, just like lurking on the sidelines, somehow making these plays happen. And he even had to skewer through because his blink, he's been canceled by the Spirit Bells. Nisha's been so good at that, but Paparazzi able to get off Sunder, thanks to that.
Honestly,
now, how do you lose this fight?
Yeah.
That's the part that's crazy, right?
The Aegis of the Immortal.
Yeah.
PL with heart. That's how they lose this fight, bud.
I know. Well, thank you. That's when I was getting to that.
So they do force a buyback. The tier 3 stays standing all the while. There was a counter push from Secret to try to follow that up as we're looking at the replay here, and they will get repelled. So minimal losses for VICI, just some economic damage. Now it's a 3K net worth favor for Secret. Tiny and Terrorblade had used buybacks there.
That's quite costly.
It is also the Venomancer ultimate. You know, with those long, drawn-out fights, that's the advantage of the Aegis. It's just so much sustained damage over time. It was all about that Hex from Fade, though. That's really what saved the Terrorblade.
Like, with how fast mid-1 died, too. It's just like, oh, geez. Like, that... Good thing there was Aegis, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, without Aegis, that definitely looks a lot different.
Oh, but that Sunder cooldown, let's say that was there. That might also look very different. So now they'll have to worry about that one.
Puppy, though, with the initiation, they're going to try to grab this Terrorblade. DY counter-initiates, though, with the Fiend's Grip, and it's just a dead Puppy. The rest of Secret now retreating back behind their tier 2.
Ooh, this is one of the most obnoxious Aghanims in the entire game, though.
Skywrath
Mage.
Oh, yeah.
This just... Oh, you hate playing against this. It's so frustrating. If you guys haven't seen it before, because it's obviously not in the pro games too much, maybe you just watch pro games. It pretty much doubles everything. But anytime you cast an ability, a different random nearby target will be hit with the same ability. Heroes will take priority.
Always interesting with Mystic Flare.
No, he's not going to find it right now. They'll just push into the tower. Again, the buybacks are a concern at the moment.
Puppy could be the grave for their 15. You can see VICI, though, very hesitant to commit to this. They have a meta available on the TB, but they won't deploy it here, and they're actually going to leave that tower standing.
The thing about Venomancer is that he's the epitome of like the bog. Yes. You go into this fight, you have to commit to the fight. There's no getting out when this kind of stuff happens.
Oh, he's got a full Octarine core now on the Venomancer.
75-second CD on his ulti.
Dagon coming out. Is the Aghanim's pretty dead on Veno these days? Is that just not really a build?
Dead.
Lowers that cooldown a little bit, but I think the Octarine is just all around better. Awesome.
I guess I wouldn't say dead. It's actually still really good.
With a little more reliant around timing and whatnot.
I could see it being really good this game, honestly. BKBs are really low, and they have sustained fights if they don't.
Ori, he's going to be in some trouble here.
This is the dieback, potentially.
He does pop the BKB, though, but Puppy grabs it with Berserker's Call. Magnus jumps in with an RP only on 1. There's the Poison Nova, connects on most of the team. Nisha taking a lot of return damage as Paparazzi uses that BKB. It's not the fight that Secret were hoping for, but the Dire starting to run low on resources without the BKBs. Now a Sunder comes, so I don't know if it's going to be enough. The dunk does not connect, but what does VICI have here to save this Terrorblade? He's out of mana, he's out of options, he gets caught by the Berserker's Call. So many low heroes on the side of VICI. Zai playing cleanup right now. He's still alive.
To nerfed Terrorblade, ladies and gentlemen. No mana from the Diffusal Blade means no Sunder.
Absolutely.
Even at max level, and that just ends the game right there.
GG. Wow, what an ending to this back and forth game. VICI looks so much better compared to game number 1. Secret, there was a tiny, like, so much composure from Secret this game. Yeah.
just can't bring the fight over to his TV, so Paparazzi just walked.
Sure.